Bus after bus arrived in the rebel-controlled province of Idlib in northwest Syria. Thousands of people transported across a divided country. Rebel factions surrendered their strongholds in Eastern Ghouta after what was one of the fiercest offensives launched by the pro-government alliance. Fighters, their families, and members of the opposition deported as part of a negotiated withdrawal.
They burned everything, even the bunkers we were hiding in. If we left the bunkers, we would get killed by airstrikes. I can't describe the situation we were in. It was awful.
Almost 2,000 Syrians were killed and thousands were wounded in the attacks. Appeals for medical supplies for those trapped in a war zone went unheeded. Already, there was a shortage of aid and medications because of a government-imposed siege on the opposition area.
Unfortunately, the cases we received are very critical. We also have cases of malnutrition, as well as extremely sick people who couldn't receive proper treatment because of the lack of medications as a result of the siege.
More than 10,000 people have been displaced, and not all are fighters. Some didn't want to risk arrest or be forced to join the army. They left with whatever they could carry.
We left our homes behind. Although everything has been destroyed, we left our history, our memories. We left all that behind because we couldn't tolerate the circumstances.
Eastern Ghouta has been under the control of the opposition since 2013, not long after the government besieged the enclave. It wasn't only under siege. Eastern Ghouta came under fire for years. It was always an important military objective for the government, being so close to the capital. But the pro-government alliance was busy fighting on many fronts, and it was always just a question of time when it would turn its attention to the rebel stronghold. It has been one tragedy after another for Syrians caught in what seems to be an endless conflict.
We lived in bunkers. Our lives were in danger. We left after the international community let us down.
Idlib has become what some describe as a dumping ground. Over the years, tens of thousands of rebels and their families who surrendered territory to the government were sent here. And there's little sign that they, just like those who have been recently displaced, will ever return to their homes. Zeina, Khodr, Al Jazeera, Beirut.